Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Izzy at Minerva. We are going to be looking at how to hack one of our very own Minerva exclusive patterns today. We are going to look at how to hack the Jane dress, and we are going to alter it, and we're going to make it into a gorgeous maxi dress with a slit up the side, and then we're going to simplify the pattern and we are going to remove the pocket detail. I'm Izzy and I'm going to be talking you through step by step how to make these changes today. We are going to be using the pattern, the original Jane dress pattern, so you can cut that out in your size if you're following along at home, and then you can follow along with the alterations at home too, which is fantastic. As usual, you're going to need your standard tools, which are listed next to me here. And as usual, you're going to need a copy of the Jane dress sewing pattern as well, which you can purchase on our Minerva website. In today's video, I'm wearing some of our Minerva Core range stretch jersey knit fabric, and this is in lime green. I've actually sewn this up using a forget-me-not pattern called Viola. In this video, I'm just going to show you how to alter the pattern. If you want further help in terms of choosing fabric, how to fit the original garment, or also how to sew the sort of standard steps that are in the instruction booklet, we have also got on our YouTube channel some 3 fabulous videos which help you with all 3 of those sort of key queries. So do refer to our playlist on our Minerva YouTube channel if you want further support with fabric, fit, or how to sew the actual garment. In this video, I will show you any steps that alter from the original instructions and how to sew that. Okay, let's get straight on into it. I've chosen to look at our back pattern piece first because this is the most simple one to look at. It is this pattern piece, which is pattern piece D. I've cut it to my size, and what I'm going to do is just move it slightly off the screen because I actually want to extend it all the way down. So let's grab it up and shift it up. Now you'll notice on this pattern that we've got a bit of a curve around where the hips are, which is lovely, but it's now curving into a cocoon shape around down to our knees. We don't want this cocoon shape when we're extending the length of the garment. So the first thing we're going to do is to remove that and lengthen the garment. So I've added a little piece of paper down the side and also down to the bottom. Now the first thing I want to do is extend the hem down. Now, I know that I want to extend the hem down 50 centimetres. I've measured the length of the pattern on my body. I know where it hits my body on my legs, and I know I want to extend it another 50 centimetres in order for it to be a lovely maxi length. Now, obviously, the joy of hacking patterns is that you can make these changes completely bespoke to you and your body shape. So, pop the pattern piece up on your body, give it a measure, see how long it is, and then work out how much extra length you want to add. For me, it's 50 centimetres. However, I'm going to add 1.5 centimetres onto that extended length to accommodate the hem that I'm going to turn up. So, working with the original hemline here, draw a line. Well, for me, it's going to be 51.5 centimetres below the hemline. The next thing I'm going to do is actually just extend the original hemline out. Next, line up your ruler with the extended hemline and just make sure it's hitting this hip line here. It's the second notch up from the hip. And then just extend that line down, all the way down to the hem. And that's given us the basic shape that we want. We're still going to cut this, which is the centre back on the fold, and here we have this. Now, we also want to add a little slit into the garment on the side. So I think we're just going to do this to one side, but we still need to mark on the pattern where that slit is going to start and finish. So working up from the hem, this is completely up to you. I'm just going to choose for the slit to be at this notch right here. So I'm just going to extend that notch out and just right top of slit. Perfect. Those are all the changes that you need to do to the back. Let's move on to the front. Okay, we've now got 3 pattern pieces for the front. We've got A, B, and C. A is pretty straightforward, but what we're going to do next is make the changes to pattern piece B and C, which is these 2. So this is the lower pattern piece, and effectively this piece is going to sit on top. Now if you fold it along the pocket placement line to start off with, and you imagine that this is then folded under at that point, You can then see that these two would actually match up beautifully like that when it's worn. That's where the pocket opening, you know, would be. This flap would actually be underneath like this. That's where that fabric would be, and there, that would be your beautiful pocket in there. Nice little place for a pocket. So all we need to do in order to simplify this and remove the pocket is basically just remove these two extra little bits here. So cut along this straight line first, then cut along the pocket placement line here. And then very simply, just join them together. It's really not complicated at all, that change, is it? This little alteration is going to make your sewing much quicker because you won't have all the pocket details to do. It just streamline the whole sewing process really nicely. However, you don't get a pocket if you do this change. So pros and cons, right? Okay, so let's move on and look at the two front pieces now that we've sorted out the pocket removal. So now we've got the two front pieces here. Again, I'm just going to move them up on my screen simply so I can extend them by 51.5 centimetres. Okay, so here are our two pattern pieces. Back once again on the screen, this is the front middle, the A, and this is pattern piece C and B combined. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is just extend it by the length that you need to. For me, it was a 51.5. On the front centre piece, which is pattern piece A, extend this side seam all the way down as well. And the same for the lower side front pattern piece C. Just extend that side seam or that centre side seam all the way down as well. We're going to extend out the hemline so we've got that as a nice clear reference, and then use that as a marker to make sure that we're getting something, a line that is hitting that side seam really nice and neatly, just like that. And now extend that line all the way down to the hem. The final thing we need to do is to mark in where the top of the slit is going to be. Now for me, I've helpfully just picked that point right there, which is the same notch as previously. I'm just going to mark that on and say top of slit. Okay, and there we have it, looking absolutely gorgeous. Right, next we're going to go and sew those pieces together. This is our Minerva exclusive Pop Cheetah Pontiroma double stretch knit fabric. And that's the fabric that I've chosen to use today. As mentioned previously, I'm only going to demo the steps that differ to the ones that are in this booklet. So to start off with, we're just going to ignore steps 1, 2 and 3 because they're all about sewing the pocket into the garment. Now we don't have the pocket in this one, we've removed the pocket. So you can just ignore steps 1, 2 and 3. We're actually going to differ slightly from the instructions at step 4, and instead of sewing the side panel to the front, we're going to sew it onto the back so that we can make sure that we've got our slit in the right place. So let's do that together. Basically, we're attaching this pattern piece to this pattern, and this is where we said we want the top of the slit to go. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're actually just going to overlock this long side edge on the back pattern piece. We're going to finish that off really nicely. And then we're also going to do the same for the two side panel pieces. Make sure that when you overlock it, that you don't lose the location of the side slit notch. Once you've overlocked the back side seam and also the front side seam, we're just going to pin those together, and we're only going to pin on the left side, the garment as you wear it, which is this side. We're only going to pin it up to the slit notch, which is this one right here. So you might just want to put a little double pin down here, and then just carefully pin or clip your garment, the side seam, all the way up to the arm side. Once you've pinned that one down to there, that point, we can also then pin the other side seam, and this one will be pinned all the way down the entire length of the side seam. Just like that, so that's pinned all the way down now. We're going to sew this seam all the way down to the bottom, which is the right side seam as we wear the garment, and the left side seam we're just going to sew from the arm side down to the slit notch. On the side where you've got the slit, All I've done is I've pressed open the side seam here, so that's nice and looking really nice and flat. And then down here, I've just turned under the seam allowance by the 1.5 centimetre seam allowance that we've got, and I've just pressed it and pinned it in place. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sew at about a 1.2 centimetre offset from the folded edge. I'm just going to sew all the way up, and then at the top of the slits I'm just going to go across at 90 degrees and then come straight back down again. I'm just trying to capture the edge of the overlocked stitch at this point here, all the way around. That's just going to finish that side seam off beautifully. Wonderful, so there's our lovely slits, looking really nice and smart. It's looking great on both sides. As it pings open, it's just looking really nice and neat there too. And as you can see, we've just finished that off really beautifully up at the top there with a nice smart finish. Great, and once you've got that side slit sorted there with that panel, we can then just attach the front to the two front panels. Let's just lay the front over the side panel and then just pin these front side seams together. We'll then sew them using our standard seam allowance and finish them however you would prefer. I'm going to finish them using the overlocker. And we're going to do that for both of the front side seams, just aligning those notches as you go. Excellent, so now we've got an entire dress sewn together, all the side, like the main bits of the body. And what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the instruction booklet. So the next thing to do is to follow step 6, which is to sew the shoulder seams together. And then you can miss step 7 because we've already done the side seams, and move on to the neckline and armhole bands. The instructions and sewing steps for these are exactly the same as per the booklet. We've not made any changes to the arm side or to the neckline. So you can sew up to step 12, and then I'll just drop back in again at step 13. Wonderful, so look at this, this is almost completely done now. Everything's all beautifully sewn together. We've finished off the shoulder seams and the neckline, so they're beautifully bound. The only thing now we need to do is just the hem. So as per the instructions, we're going to prepare the hem by folding it up 1.5 centimetres, overlocking it or finishing it. I've overlocked it here, and then turning it up by 1.5 centimetres, and then we're just going to stitch it in place all the way around. The only difference with this particular hack is very simply that we're just sewing one straight line. We're not sewing a big circle because we've got a slit up the left hand side. So let's sew that together now and then take a look at what that looks like. So here's our gorgeous Jane hack. It is pocketless and a beautiful maxi dress with that gorgeous front side slit. This completely transforms the look of the Jane dress, doesn't it? And it'd be fabulous to style in the summer. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've really enjoyed that whole process of looking at how to adapt and change our Jane dress. This is such a versatile pattern, and there are loads of other changes that you could do. So do take a look at our playlist where we've just suggested a handful of them. Obviously at home you can play around with that pattern and do as much as you want. It would also look fabulous in colour blocking as well, so don't forget that you can do that really simple change, playing around with colour because it's got all those beautiful panels as part of the pattern design. So if you do make any changes to the Jane dress and you want to share that with us, please do create an account on our Minerva website where you can load up your pictures, tag the products, tag the fabric, and share with the maker community on our Minerva website. We would love to see your inspiring creations that you are sewing up at home. So thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.